Welcome to the Millbrook Railroad, and I haven't done a lot of video about this project here. This is the frame that I had done a test assembly on more than a year ago, and a customer decided he wanted to buy it, and so I said, okay, we'll build it up as a locomotive. And I didn't think it would take as long as it's taken. This has taken a whole lot more time than I anticipated, but it's finally together, and it's finally ready to give it to test drive. All right, moment of truth here on the throttle. It is kind of fiddly, but they always are.
Better derail it or I'm not going to accept it.
You want me to derail it?
Of course.
Well, there's a high likelihood of it. It's the first 7.5-inch gauge engine that's run on this line in over 3 years.
Okay.
There's a good chance we're tight in a couple of places.
Okay.
But anyway. All right, let's see how this thing rides. Let's turn the throttle on first. Whoop. She's spirited. Rides nice though. Let's see how it does through here. Precarious though. There is a narrow spot right there. Yep. All right, now he'll take delivery of it because now I put it on the ground. Thought I'd fix this, but I got to check the gauge here. Might be a little narrow. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, it's that joint. Yeah, it doesn't like that joint. All right, we're back on the rails. Let's find some more bad track. Ah, there we go.
Like right there.
Speaking, it happens. I feel I'm going to be doing this the whole way around. Yeah, that's a little narrow there. I got some track gauge issues in here. But it got slightly narrower than 7.5 in a couple of places. Running nice though. And the spoked wheels, slow down here. There. Yeah, it's narrow here too. Looks like we got some track work to do. I mean, we only threw this part together, and it works fine for the 7.25-inch gauge equipment, but the 7.5 doesn't like it right now because we were sloppy. We were a lot sloppier than I thought we were. We were very sloppy. Okay, well, we do have to come back through and super elevate this anyway, so we can work on the gauge and stuff like that. I'll cut a new gauge to check the track with, and we'll do one of those roller gauges. And yeah, let's just limp this on through along the curve. Yeah, we definitely got issues around here. I don't know, what do you think of those spoked wheels? I will never do them again, but this is one of a kind thing. Those are expensive wheels. We're derailed. Can you tell? That's kind of a problem. So we'll back this up. Let it drop back in. Kick it over. Hey, that did it. I mean, I suppose if this were heavy enough, I could just, run it along the track and knock all the rails into gauge anyway, but that's kind of a lazy way to do it and not exactly a good way to do it. But we'll get through this. There's worse things than derailing.
Such as?
Running over a cat? That's worse.
Have you done that before?
I have not. I've nearly run over a cat, though. Alright, well, let's see. The chain seems to be behaving nicely. I got the tension just about right there. So far, it looks like the stuff we didn't touch just the other day is gauged right, so it's just a little tweak I got to do on the curve. So now it's time to have a seat, and let's send it, I guess.
How comfortable is it, Dad?
About as comfortable as you would expect sitting on batteries. A different throttle from what I normally use. I normally use a 3-channel version of this, and the customer wanted the 4-channel version, which is okay. But I didn't expect the pot to have a shorter travel. That was a bit of a surprise. We are full throttle right now, and I use the wheel to be the throttle. Easier that way. Get better control than using the trigger. Careful over this switch here. Track the switch actually quite nicely. There we go, end to end on the Millbrook Railroad with the brand new ES2500 Mark II. tighten that switch, but we made it through. The switch needs to be rebuilt anyway. Well, here we are, up at the other end of the line. Now we can do the handoff and give this to the customer. That's the test run. Not bad for a rainy day. Okay. Well, this is John Lipsy, Rippling Great Southern. He's a customer for this engine here. And right now it's very minimal. Tell us what you're going to do with it, John.
It's going to be more of a kind of an old Mack truck design running system, but more of a box cab. It's going to help me build my railroad. I have some steam locomotives, but I do not want to use those to build my layout. That's 4 or 5 hours out of each day just running a locomotive, getting it steamed up and fired down. So Aaron and I talked for a while, and I said, well, why don't you build me a chassis? And it worked out that I got his prototype on the, what is it?
The ES2500 Mark II.
Mark II.
This is a prototype chassis, and not another chassis will look exactly like this because there are changes that need to be made.
But so far, we're just doing the test run, and it can pop wheelies.
Yep.
So,
which is surprising because it's so heavy.
It is very heavy.
This is what, 3mm steel.
So, you know, it's here on, I guess we could call it its early home railroad.
This is its maiden voyage.
It's going to North Mississippi and help build the Ripley Great Southern.
Oh.
So, I'm looking forward to it. I'm grateful to be getting this, and as long as it'll haul some ballast and my work train, I think things are going to be wonderful.
Well, I think it'll be more than capable of that.
Very good. Aaron's done a great job. You know, you guys probably need to like and subscribe, and I'm grateful to Aaron because I know nothing, and I've learned so much from his videos. I watched so many videos of other channels, but this is the one I really go to try to learn something. He's a wealth of information, so I'm excited to be friends with him and to be getting this locomotive. So like and subscribe.
All this time I thought it was more like the blind leading the blind. Okay, well, I guess I know something. It's debatable how much. And there he goes. We're going to load this up in a little bit, and he'll be on his way with his new locomotive. So, thank you for watching today's video. If you are interested in one of our locomotives, an ES2500 Mark II or the original Mark I, which has an angle iron chassis, but you know, it's basically just like our 70, you can go to millbrookrailroad.com and send me a message through the website. Get on the waiting list for next year, because that's the next time I'm building them is over this winter, 2025-2026. Thanks again for watching. Please hit that like button, share, subscribe. And you might want to join us over on Patreon, patreon.com/millbrookrailroad to get early access to videos and some other exclusive content. And appreciate you watching. Have yourself a great day. Not bad for running on that 3.8% grade in the rain. But he is light engine. Anyway, bye.